Hi everyone. You can see how tired I am. Look at my eyes. They're literally dead. Like, since I speak in multiple languages, I just noticed something that I saw a reel, like how fluent you speak, how much of an accent you learn from a country that you go to. Everything is pretty much not accomplished. The reason being, the moment you see say literally in any language, then you get kind of like caught because you don't know good enough words to express your feelings. That's why you use words like literally, very, much. These are like filler words. So if you don't know how extensive your feeling is, then you're like, I'm feeling very happy. No, there is a word for a very happy, so you should use that instead of saying very happy. And same with goes with literally. Like if you wanna put exaggeration on something, then you should use appropriate word instead of saying like literally. I literally felt that. It's like that. The reason being I'm saying this because someone at work, like I talked to this person who is my basically client and technical point of contact for me. So I talked to him and we have call tomorrow for something to like test something and to find out where exactly what's broken. And I use a lot of exclamation points after like sentences, and it has like got to a point where unknowingly I put them everywhere. Like after like every 2 3 sentence I'll just put them. So obviously exclamations and like point should be put only when there is like an exaggeration or you're happy, angry, or it's like command, right? And I didn't notice it until he pointed that out. He's like, hey, why do you use exclamation point every time? I was like, wait, yes, it should not be used every time. You can just simply use like a full stop. And I was like, oh my god. Then I was like, I had to like explain him like, oh, it's just a habit that got out of the hands. I will not use it from now onwards. It's so fucking funny. I just put my earring in my sofa. Oh, my poor baby sofa. Anyway, we are back home. We are so tired, so much of work. What to do? Adulting is so fucking hard. I sometimes wish like my mom sends me a lot of reels, and her go to is she won't send the reel in the Instagram section itself. That she sends, but like couple of like sometimes like 2 3 a month. That's it. Not more than that. But sorry. But on the WhatsApp, every day she'll send at least 15 reels, at least 15 that I'm saying in the group that we have. Like it's me, my mom, and my brother on that group. And she'll send like at least 15 reels on that. Somewhat like some of them are useful, like this fruit has protein in it, this has magnesium in it, and all of that. And some are really funny. Like one of the reel that she sent was about younger brother not calling the older sister Didi, which is basically a bigger sister being respected in a way. And my brother does not call me like any Didi Tai stuff. He calls me by my name. Again, I know, very shocking for Western culture, but Asian culture have that in them. Like it's like a oppa in Korea, stuff like that. So yeah, so she sent me that reel, and I was just laughing, and it made me kind of happy just to see like how carefree, how live the life was when we were kids. I miss being kids sometimes because I miss living under the same roof as my brother and fighting for small things. I still fight with him a lot. I am crazy when it comes to sibling fights. Like, we fight a lot, but the only thing that has changed is he has become way too strong for me to fight physically. So I fight with only words, and then if he comes to like do like physical fight, then I'll just run over to my mom and like, he's fighting with me. So it's like that. But yeah, I miss him. I don't I If he sees this and he knows that I said I miss him, he will roast me so much because we don't accept that we miss each other a lot, but we do. And these days, he used to resist saying this a lot, and he used to like show it his in actions that I mean a lot to him. I remember one of the incident when I met with an accident. I was, I guess, 15 years old when that accident kind of happened, and I was pretty scared because I was in the fear that if something breaks, like my leg or my arm breaks, my parents are going to be very uh, grumpy about it. And although my parents are really like supportive and all of it, but obviously being a child, you have that fear in somewhere, especially being an Asian child. And so I I met with an accident. I went to hospital. I came back and successfully, thankfully, that my hand was not broken, but it had like a tear in it. So they still suggested me like a bed rest for a couple of like days, and like a 1 week or so. And my brother came from school. He was in the school when this accident happened. I was actually going to school. So, and me and my brother used to like go to same school, but we used to go at different times. So he used to go by bicycle, I used to go by my bicycle. And when that accident happened, I came back home. Everyone was back home and everything was fine. And by the time I went to hospital, I came back, it was like little to evening. And then my brother, so it was some sort of competition in my brother's school, like in standard, and he won a certificate and a medal, and he came back with it. But my poor brother, since I met with the accident and all of, like, I was main center of attention for everyone, he didn't even end up showing to anyone. He just put that in the corner, and after a couple of days my mom found it and she was like, who's this? Like, whose gift is this, whose award is this? And he told, like, when my accident happened, he won that, and it was so sad. Like, he gave up on his achievements to celebrate just because I was in pain. And sometimes it just makes me feel sad that I get a lot of anger. Like, my anger is out of hand sometimes, so I feel like I become angry, and I express it on his, like, on him a lot. And I feel guilt of it, but again, in siblings it's fine, he does it too. So I remember, so yeah, that incident happened. And before, like 2-3 years back, we were living in under same roof because of COVID and all. And he never like used to say it with words that I how much I mean to him. But now that I'm away from family, it kind of requires verbal communication as well, that how much we mean to each other, because sometimes it can get lost in the conversation. And obviously, being away from each other, it's really hard to show it in action every day. Oh my god, I have a lump in my throat when I'm speaking this. uh, anyway, so he now writes me every now and then, like every 6 months or 3 months, I'll get this long ass message, he explaining how much I mean to him, how his life would have been so different if I was not in his life. And that makes me happy. That makes me so much happy that I'm able to make his life better in some way, because they make my life better by being in it. My mom, my dog, my grandma, my brother, my boyfriend, everyone, they mean a lot to me. If you're watching this, I love you. Anyway, that was all my talk for today. I'm waiting for my one of the Instacart order. I don't know whether it'll come or not because it's been 3 days. It's just not coming. And I know at this point I should go to store and buy and come. But the only problem is that it's very cold outside and I do not have car. Nor do I know how to drive. So especially it's because there is so much snow outside. It's really risky to ride anything at this point. So it's like, let's see. By end of tomorrow, if I don't get my order, I'll probably book a cab, do shopping, and then come back. And second of all, the Walmart is so effing big, honestly speaking. My problem is if I'm like buying from a Walmart on an app, which I buy it from Instacart because I have a premium of it. I paid for it. So now I'll be paying for cab also. I'll be putting efforts also because I won't get order delivered. Now the problem is, and I'm not complaining. Don't come for me like, oh, privileged brat and all of it. But the thing is that the Walmart is so effing big. If I go to buy a grocery, that'll be the last point I go to do something. There is so much cute stuff in Walmart that I end up spending a lot. Last time I spent so much money on shit. And yeah, that's another reason I don't want to visit it. But let's see. If till tomorrow, if I don't get my order, I will have to go because I'm out of milk, out of bread, out of everything. Anyway, you can see this almost sunset. Sunset is done actually. It's past sunset now. Let's eat something, edit this vlog, upload it, and let's see what to do. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.